Welcome everybody, live at home, live on your lounges and live throughout the world for Bar TV's coverage of the Newcastle Rugby Union Barbarians versus the New South Wales Country Emerging Eagles squad. We're here today at number 2 Sports Ground. It's the week after grand final. It's a wet, miserable night. And who else to be miserable with me here tonight? He's a miserable son of a gun, Tim Rapp.
I wouldn't say my dad was a gun, mate, but look, it is a good night to be here because it's top-end rugby in the Hunter Valley in Newcastle, which is long time coming for mine.
Yeah, of course, it's the Build Corp NRC here tonight. This is the curtain raiser, the official curtain raiser, of course, brought to you by the greater Viatech, NIB, and, of course, the Newcastle Herald. We've got some big names in both squads, some players coming through which you know of. Tim Rapp will go through the emerging Eagles side if you'd like to take us through the team.
Yeah, look, I think you go through there. Jake Turnbull, Lindsay Stevens, Archie Hall's a good young prop coming through at the East Colts currently. Fergus Lee Warner, he's a good footballer. Josh Varnicolo from down the road to the Central Coast. Who else we got there? Emerson Adcock. Jack Hayson, he's a good young 7. He's one of the greats, very in the Michael Hooper fold. Dan Elsom. Jack Grant is the son of the great Jimmy Grant.
Well, there you go.
Once a Balmain Tiger and a Wallaby, I think. Archie King, Tom Merritt, who has apparently...
rocket shoes, mate.
Absolute gas.
I saw him play last week for the senior squad, and he is absolutely amazing.
Big broken roots, man. This guy can run hard, tackle hard, and he needs an opportunity to get to the top squad.
Too, isn't it, Brogan?
Yeah, I don't think he's ever been to the country before, but he grew up at Clovelly Beach.
Very good. And
Peter Schuster and Dan Gallagher on the wing. He's a great young footballer. And young Waylon Skips at fullback.
Yeah, Waylon, of course, named after the great Waylon Jennings, country aficionado, country singer from Nashville. And we'll go through the Newcastle Barbarians now. We've got Andrew Tuala and the Belgian international, Alan Miracalis. Unfortunately, Belgium not making it through the World Cup this year, so Alan is here with the Barbarians. Chris Pusey is your hooker. Our locks today are Parkinson and Jackson. Parkinson, of course, he played in that Parramatta Shoot Shield last year. And Mac Ray, Nick Davison and Joe Ackersdyke are your loose forwards. Ivan Walkling and Jason Keelan, the Hamilton combination, just winning the grand final on the weekend. Rob Smith and Eric Vasikikakakau is out there. Sorelli Bainavalu and Chase Hicks, of course, one that you're particularly interested in, will be a good matchup out there with Merritt and Adrian Delors, and he has played in the Sydney competition in the Shoot Shield. So, of course, these sides now coming out onto the field. The Newcastle Barbarians playing in the blue. The Eagles, I'd imagine, will be playing in orange.
Well, I think they'll go in the orange, or maybe they'll go in the black with the big guys, the top team playing in the orange today in their home game.
Yeah, and you can see both sides, they've come off grand final weekend, so nothing better than 4 days after a Mad Monday than strapping on the boots.
Well, if the Eagles have got their plan right, they will come out 100 miles an hour in this first 15, while the Newcastle guys get rid of that dirty water from the last few games.
Dirty water, a couple of big hits will bring the hangover straight back into it, Tim.
I'm looking forward to seeing some of these young players. These young guys from the Eagles, they've got a really good opportunity here, the back end of the NRC. You see a few injuries come through, and these young guys, they start shining and they get the opportunity to play in the NRC, hopefully.
Yeah, well, Brogan Runes last week, he came on for the top squad in the Eagles, and he played against Brisbane City, and I tell you what, he didn't take a backward step the whole game.
Brogan Rudes is a good young footballer who's had a lot of injuries over the last couple of years. An Australian schoolboy back in 2011, I think it was, but he's had some knee and shoulder injuries since then. But a great footballer, and hopefully we'll see him in the NRC comp.
Yes, and of course, Nick Davidson winning the Anderson medal. In your time in Newcastle Rugby, Tim, did you ever have the pleasure of winning that particular small medal?
No, I never won an Anderson medal, but I played with a bloke by the name of Steve Merrick, who's coaching here today.
Assistant coach, I believe.
Who seemed to take a shining to the Anderson medal and winning a lot of awards in the Newcastle comp in his day.
3 in a row, wasn't it?
Let's make it 4 for the viewer. I don't know. Maybe 3? Yeah, that'll do.
That will do, but the emerging Eagles playing mind games early on and just letting the Newcastle Barbarians out in that torrential rain out there, isn't it? Look at it coming down. As we look at our cameras, they're standing around, they're cold. I'm surprised they're not hugging each other. Where's a huddle when you need one?
Well, that's what they're for, aren't they? To warm each other up. These guys have got to actually start thinking a bit better. Here they come in the black uniform today.
Yes, of course, Jack Grant, the captain for this Eagles side. They are playing in the black strip with the orange up the side. And it's going to be a game that hopefully isn't pulled back by this weather. We hope for our viewers at home that they throw it round as is custom in this Buildcorp NRC. We see plenty of tries.
Well, I think Scotty Coleman through the papers this week mentioned that he will play Barbarian-style rugby. So let's hope the weather doesn't change the way his thoughts were towards that game.
And, of course, for our viewers at home, first-time watchers of this Buildcorp NRC competition, the point system is a little different to dissuade the kicking options. Of course, 5 points for a try, 3 points for a conversion, and 2 points for a penalty goal. So hopefully that will encourage players not to kick for the penalty. And it's all in fun anyway here today, so we'll see plenty of expansive rugby as both sides are looking to gain ascendancy. Battle of the country. It's a kickoff here. Grant has it. Grant, it's a short one. Oh, finding the 10-metre line as they take it forward. Yeah, that's a strong run there by Archie Hall. Plenty of wraps on Hall as Grant goes down the short side. Read well by the Barbarians. Both sides will be at the top of the game. Fitness shouldn't come into this match, Tim.
No, well, I think you'll find that obviously the development guys of the Eagles, they'll be really keen to show their wares and throw the ball and run around. They should be nice and fit. They're young fellas. But obviously the Newcastle boys just coming off a competition finish last week, they'll be ready to go and they'll be hard.
Good counter-upping there by the Newcastle Barbarians. They're certainly showing their intent. They're not here just to be passengers today. Of course, looking to make a name for themselves as well. With luminaries such as yourself here watching on, Tim.
Well, I think there should be a good crowd. I think there'll be a lot of people who shoot shield coaches maybe coming down to see the likes of Newcastle's best shine in this sort of a game.
So we look at the replay here. Yeah, nice work. I think it was big Andrew Tuala there coming through.
Pusi causing some problems there on the left-hand edge.
So here's Vasaki Kaku taking them forward, playing in the centres today. Oh, Merikalis, the Belgian international. The ball loose. Merritt has it now. Merritt takes it forward. Not looking to do much with it there as now the country emerging Eagles on the attack here. Lindsay Stevens that was. Little box kick by Grant. Charged down by the Barbarians. Mac Ray chases through. And Mac Ray is one to watch out for as well, coming through the GPS system in Sydney. Finding himself in Newcastle, coming to university and playing at the Merriweather Carlton Club, Tim.
I think if my memory serves me correctly, he played quite well for Newcastle in the Country Carnival final this year, down there in Barrel in the mud.
Yeah, well, he's no stranger to the mud, Tim, and he's here again tonight. So Grant now gets the ball wide. Oh, nicely taken in the middle there. Brogan Roods taken maybe a little bit high, yes. Referee calls it. Advantage being played. Oh, good, strong, solid hit in the middle by big Eric Vesakika Kaku. Another little box kick over the top. Nobody home.
Nice smart play there by Jack Grant, seeing that the fullback was not available, so he put it back down there. I think this is going to be, here we are, turnover here to the Eagles on the attack again. Yes,
the ball slipping out there. Archie King losing the ball again, so it's turnover to turnover. Referee says a little knock on as well. Oh, that's a nice solid hit in the middle there. Big Dan Elsom, the number 8 for the country emerging Eagles side.
Well, I'm happy to see the referee. We've had 2 turnovers here and he hasn't pulled the game up once, so he's letting the boys play.
Well, this could be trouble when,
as I say, he blows his whistle.
As you say, the whistle comes out. It wasn't a strong whistle blow, but just to let them know
he might have been a little bit shy.
Time to pack the first scrum of the game, Tim.
Just quite, I know viewers at home can't get this, but the smell coming from this barbecue is going to give me trouble all day.
Wonder if our producer Jack can get himself away from the controls there as we see Ackersdyke flicking it out the back. Keelan, don't know what was the problem there.
No, I thought it was all right. I'm happy with that one. Rob Smith, I think he's going to be a potential good person out here today and make a bit of a game changer, I think.
Rob Smith, definitely the form centre in the NHRU competition. Probably unlucky to miss out on that Anderson medal, if it not for injury. He was definitely a hard-running Englishman as well.
Well, that's probably why I didn't get the chance.
Maybe enjoying the shower, though. First one in a while.
Absolutely.
Oh, good work there by Joe Ackersdyke coming through on Grant. Could be a turnover here. No, the Eagles take it forward. Lindsay Stevens picking and driving. Referee's going to say knock on, though. Very interesting, though. These scrums fairly well evenly matched. I thought the emerging Eagles may have had the wood on the Barbarian side.
Well, I think you'll find that the experience here, as we look back to the, geez, he was lucky to get away with that one.
The rushing play was Mac Ray, actually.
Fair play by the referee. He is in charge, they say, so let's go with what he says.
And this rain is absolutely bucketing down here at number 2 Sports Ground in Newcastle. Of course, the Build Corp NRC is the main fixture. It's country versus country. Queensland country taking on New South Wales country Eagles in the main fixture here. And this is the lead up. It's 0-0 at the moment, 5 minutes in. So, of course, both sides, the Eagles will have the advantage here in this game with the new rules, having played them for the last 6 weeks anyway. Coming off the back, I thought he might have been offside there, the halfback, according to the new rules. Great
pressure from Jack Grant as the ball poppled out the back. Plenty of pressure. I think the referee may have forgotten the rules a little bit there, but let's play on.
So here he is now, Big Joe Ackersdyke. Nice run by him, grand final hero. Ball coming out now, Keelan. Nice flat ball there. Tuala it was. They did well, the Eagles, to minimise the impact there by Tuala. He's a strong runner. Was down at the Rebels earlier on in the year.
Well, the Eagles are putting a lot of pressure on here with their defensive styles.
So there's Walkling with a quick tap.
Good carry forward.
Yeah, nice work by Davidson there. Anderson medal hero. So they go to the right. Walkling. Here's Pusey. Pusey still going. Pusey. Damaging run by Pusey. This is what the Barbarians will be after. And here goes Davidson again. He's a workaholic.
He's definitely got through a ton of work. They're working this right-hand side very, very well.
Walkling.
Limited numbers in defence.
Yeah, Walkling with the box kick wasn't the best, so counter-attacking here by the emerging Eagles. Skips it was from fullback. Grant. He's a little bit slow at the back here, Grant.
He's definitely getting tangled up around the base of the ball. And whether that be from good ball placement from his forwards or not, he is getting caught.
Loose ball, and again, Mac Ray trying to pounce on it. Both breakaways for this Barbarian side, getting through a huge amount of work so far. Yeah, kicking straight here to Hicks. Hicks will back himself. Tries to get away from one. Good strength shown by Hicks. Still going is Hicks. The young 18-year-old winger.
Comfortable under a high ball. Very good.
In the rain as well. Oh. So long ball out wide now. Smith it is. Smith caught with nothing to do, really. And the emerging Eagle side come through as Ackersdyke gets the ball off him, goes forward towards the 40.
Hands off it, hands off it. There it is.
They're set on the short side. Oh, Walkling thought the advantage was being played. It wasn't being played.
Walkling.
And he has had what you could call a shocker, Tim.
Well, he's probably just a little bit too educated at that in that point in time. He thought he was refereeing, as all good halfbacks do, but he forgot that there was another person out there called the referee who was actually going to run the game, and he wasn't in agreement with the call of hands off.
As we look here, Ackersdyke, he's been playing strong. The Barbarians' back row has been very impressive so far. Yeah, look, I think he knocked it on. He knocked it on twice and bounced it. Getting ready for the AFL Grand Finals maybe in a couple of weeks' time. A good scrum here by the Barbarians. Of course, Danny Maiva helping out on that front. And here they go, the emerging Eagles. Brogan Roods again, breaking a couple of tackles. So the Eagles now on the far side of the field, driving forward. Good run by them, but it's going to be taken in there by the Eagles. I don't know about that one, Tim.
Yeah, fair play. The ball couldn't come out. It's quite pretty much held up there from the Barbarians' outside backs. But I'll tell you one thing going forward, Gareth. The rest of this game, the front row of Tuala, Pusi and Mirilakis is going to be too strong for these Eagle boys, and I think they're going to cause a fair bit of problems later in the game.
Eagle boys.
Is that a sponsor?
It will be now.
Fine.
Certainly better than a stuffed crust pie pizza, that's for sure. All Australian. As the ball comes out the back now, Walkling gets it to Keelan. Keelan has numbers out wide. They get it to Vasakikakaku. Dummies, could have been an obstruction. Referee says no, play on. Walkling left with a bit to do. Mac Ray. Johnny on the spot as always, taking it forward. Mackenzie Ray.
There's a turnover there, the Eagles.
Yeah, Eagles now, good chance to counter-attack there. King.
Good numbers on the left-hand side if they can shift it early.
Yeah, they're going to have to realign here. Just taking it in himself, though. Waylon skips. Would have liked to see it go through the hands there. They go again. Same way. Jake Turnbull it was. Playing for the east side. Emerson Adcock. Running into Pusi.
The Barbarians defence, they're doing quite well not to commit to a breakdown, so they're keeping out good numbers as the Eagles attack down the left-hand edge.
Yeah, nice run there by the Eagles. Gallagher, plenty of pace on that far wing. So there's going to be trouble here. The Eagles getting some good phase play together. The ball spills out though. Referee says knock on. Play on though. There's King, good long ball out wide. Schuster, Australian Sevens player, or in that setup anyway.
Well, Schuster's taking the ball into contact there. If he kept the ball in two hands and used the blokes on the outside.
Nice ball to King to Merritt. Merritt just getting taken by Walkling on the far side. Grant now gets a nice little short ball. Lee Warner it was. And that's going to be too easy there, and that is a try. The referee says no.
Well, he's run into the referee there. Very well placed run, but the ref a little bit too smart for him. Calls it back. We'll have another scrum, which is probably going to play in favour of the Barbarians the way they're scrummaging at the moment.
Yeah, definitely the front three of the Barbarians, Tuala, Pusi and Mirilakis. Can't buy experience.
You can't buy experience as we turn around on the replay here.
Good lead-up run there by Lee Warner.
Well, the ref's put himself in a bad spot there. That's
all
a day.
Try.
All day that's a try.
Adcock it was.
I think you're seeing now the Eagles, they've got good gas on the outside, so they've got to shift the ball early. Jack Grant's just got to get rid of that ball.
Good scrum here
can.
by the Barbarians, though. Forced to dive on the ball at the back. It's still scrappy at the back there. The Barbarians coming through on it. Nice work, and again, Mac Ray stealing the ball for the Barbarians. He's playing out of his skin here. And Tuala with another mistake. Pusi jiving on it, though. Knock back, says the referee. It's all over the place. It's like a bar of soap out there as Chase Hicks takes it into contact. Coming back to Keelan. Keelan with a stabbing kick. Trapped there on the far side. Delors very good on his feet. Looking to beat the man, but the referee says knock on.
Well, it's an interesting concept, isn't it? You play Barbarians football and the coaches, they'll always say, we're going to play this running style, but they're not the blokes who have to be in the middle of the football field when they've gone 14 phases and they just want to kick the thing out.
Yeah, that's right. And Bainavalu used to have the high top haircut. He obviously got involved on Silly Sunday and got the high top cut off.
Well, it's probably looks a bit better, do you think?
I like the high top.
Well, the Barbarians, once again, let's hopefully see some good ball come out from the Eagles and they're going to shift to these edges because this is where their potency is.
Yeah, definitely Merritt one to watch out for, and Waylon skips. He looks pretty energetic when he's got the ball. Just struggling to hold their feet there. You can see why. The ground very, very wet. It's going to be a mud pit by the time the top grade comes on.
Full credit to the curator, but it is a beautiful deck here today. A little bit of rain, that's fine.
Well, they've had plenty of rugby on it over the last few weeks with semi-finals here at number 2 Sports Ground. So again, here come the Barbarians. Good scrum as they take it off, and Walkling through the legs was Akasdyke. Here's Vasakikakaku. Oh, spilling the ball, could be trouble. But Chase Hicks again doing a good job diving on it. The referee will say a knock on though, so the game getting a little bit scrappy here at number 2. Only 14 minutes gone. I think we've had about a scrum a minute, Tim.
Well, there's some real pressure on this Eagles team here come scrum time, and when you put themselves in an attacking position on this part of the field, due to this knock on just here, it's not so much an attacking position now with the scrum time because the Eagles aren't real good at it.
Well, definitely, I mean, Coach Scott Coleman is Darren Coleman's brother, of course. Darren Coleman, the head coach of the Eagles. Scott Coleman coaching the Barbarians. Obviously borrowing from each other's playbook. As we see now, the front row being replaced.
They've been scrummaging too good, so he took them off.
Why not?
That is a gentleman's agreement.
Definitely. And that's played in the spirit of the game.
What do you think the Coleman boys have put on the table tonight in regards to the country team versus the Barbarians?
Well, I'm not sure, but the replacement front row is equally as good with Lamont, Walsh and Silly, and they're all good run there by King it was. They've got bodies in motion here. They keep going the same way. Good run there by Stevens. Stevens almost through. Half a hole. But again, the Barbarians, good counter-rucking by them.
Some definite hands in there.
Going to be a penalty, so look for the quick tap. Yeah, quick tap taken. Could be trouble here. Rude's very close. Not too far away. They'll probably look to pick and drive. And they do just that. They'll have to get under him. It's going to be a try.
Absolutely.
Yes, try there, and that's good forward into play. Good phase play there, and well-deserved try to the emerging Eagles. It's been all them in the last 10 minutes, to be fair.
Well, I think the Eagles have done really, really well in their game plan, and they're seeing that the Barbarians aren't committing players to breakdown, so they're tightening their play up a lot closer to the breakdown, pushing forward that way, engaging their defenders because they have to, or there's a try time coming.
Yeah, we look at the replay there, and Rude's thought he may have nearly got there, but well done there. Parkinson turning him over. Just picking and driving. Unsure who it was. I think it was Jack Hayson, the number 7.
He'll take it anyway.
I'm giving it to him.
It's his.
Put it down, Jack Hayson. You've scored a beauty.
20 minutes into the game, and the Barbarians players, I think they would have got rid of the Mad Monday, and they're here to play football now. On the back of a really strong, solid scrum, and I'm imagining their set piece in line-out will be just as good. They need to start launching some quality attack.
So here they go, short stabbing kick on the ground. It's going to be trouble for the Eagles, but they do well to regather it. But no, the Barbarians have come up with it now. Brendan Jackson does well. Lamont getting a ball out, Keelan.
I'd like to see Adrian Delore at the back there, the 15 for the Barbarians, get his hands on the ball a little bit early. He hasn't touched it yet. We're 20 minutes into a game.
He's kind of playing out on the wing with Sorelli Bainavalo, who may be playing more of a fullback role. I don't know why that is, because he's absolutely electric on his feet. Ball coming out wide, could be trouble. Oh, flick on the inside, didn't need that. The Eagles. So Rudes takes that ball into touch. Good chance here for the Barbarians to put it through the hands. Looks like Rahui may be on as well. So it's Latai. So wholesale changes here for both sides. Oh, sorry, the Barbarians. Ball comes out now. Keelan forced to take it into contact.
Really good line speed from the Eagles there. They're not letting these blokes catch and run.
There's Big Sealer taking that one forward, so he's turned the ball over now. He's not found himself in the best position.
So the Eagles have stolen the ball there, but then knocked it on after they've got it, which is a shame, because a real opportunity to attack down that left-hand side with that counter rucking.
As we look now at the replay, and here he is, Big Sealer. Had a good season in the NHRU. Yeah, just turning
that
that
a knock
over.
on there, or a stolen?
knock on or rolled over as easy as you like. So here they go down the short side. Here he is, Chase Hicks. He's dangerous. Good run there by young Hicks. Missing Ackersdyke. Big Gareth Tills, of course, brother of Jeremy Tills, playing for the Stars. Little box kick over the top, but Grant reads it well.
The Barbarians, they've got some great attackers out there. Keep the ball in hand and have a go at them when you're in the good end. Jack Grant turns it around and says play out of the other half again.
So here's Keelan. Keelan looking to counter-attack. Latai it is. Looking to drop the shoulder, but it looked like the player dropped, preempting the shoulder.
I don't know if it was the ploy to dive early or he actually fell over, but it worked.
So number 17, Blake Walsh, is one to watch out for as well. He's only 18 years of age and plays in the country senior squad. And here he is now with the ball. He's a young wrecking ball.
He's a good scrummager. Definitely played for the Australian Barbarians in the under-20s competition this year, and he was a standout scrummager. So look forward to seeing his future coming forward for New South Wales.
I'll tell you what, I haven't seen rain like this in Newcastle since Pasha Bolka. You might get your ship. Your ship might not leave tonight, Rappy.
Well, I tell you, I'm lucky I did bring the yacht along because it's going to be wet.
I bet you have bought a yacht with a new job and driving the Lexus up, is it?
No. I got a taxi.
Well, Audi, isn't it?
No, I had a bag of lift off a mate, Anthony Partridge.
What?
Thanks for bringing me down today, and I'm getting lift home with Steve Merrick. Thank God.
Your limo driver, you mean? As the ball about to get fed. Mason out there. Of course, Mason coming originally from the Illawarra region. Playing now with the Merriweather Carlton Club, and it's Rahui with the ball. Rahui slid over the edge there.
Well, Gareth, although the rain is torrential and the field's in good nick, but the skills that these boys are playing with out here has been really, really good. There hasn't been an error through a knock-on or a drop ball of late. It's a matter of staying on the field because it keeps sliding off it.
Yeah, Rahui, he's absolutely electric as well when he gets the ball. Yeah, just going over the sideline. This is going to be a real tester here. Delore wanting nothing to do with that.
He genuinely said, let's just let that ball bounce and see what happens. And unfortunately for him, it's gone to the other team.
Yeah. So the ball kicked over, nobody at home. It's going to be a foot race, and here comes King. King comes through. It's going to be Hicks cleans up.
Well, I think the game plan of kick it away is now going to start working for these boys. The Eagles have got themselves in the right end of the field, and hopefully they can launch from an improved scrum.
I want to see him put a bomb up now. Who's going to take it? As we look now at the replay, King, smart work by him.
Ackersdyke showed some speed to get back there.
A lot of pace, didn't he?
Archie King dives from 20 metres out to slide to the ball. Absolutely.
Mud footy, mate. That's what you do. Could have dove from the halfway, from the Build Corp NRC sign. So Ackersdyke just picking up from the back. Oh, ball spits out there. So here's Mason now, quick tap. Getting the ball on the boot. Finding touch. Nice little touch finder there by Mason, getting them out of trouble.
Well, I think they've caught on to the fact they've got to be down the right end to start playing football. You can throw the ball around as much as you like on your try line, but if it doesn't get you down there, it's a lot of hard work for nothing.
So now the emerging Eagles, ball in hand. Lindsay Stevens, not straight. Referee says play, and of course, in the Build Corp NRC, it doesn't have to be straight, but both teams went up for it. And here's King now. King starting to open up a little bit. Good with the ball in his hand, isn't he?
Definite spot down this left-hand edge if they can get the ball back.
Might not need to. Broken Roods again.
Eagles on, and they've gone the wrong way.
So here's King. calling for it. Vainakalu. Nice run by Vainakalu coming from the Central Coast region. They're still going. Lee Warner it was then. Of course, big name in the Shoot Shield competition, the Lee Warner name.
Eagles slowing the ball down just to get themselves organised, but they really need to shift left and fast.
Yeah, Stevens with it now. They've got the numbers if they can use it. It's going to be a penalty, though, so they've let that opportunity go and wasted, Tim.
Yeah, I just don't know, and I'm guessing here because I can't hear a hell of a lot, but there's not enough noise coming from the edge men from the Eagles to get the ball out there. They've got some good ball players in the middle. Jack Grant, Archie King, as you mentioned before, is having a cracking game, but Peter Schuster, Dan Gallagher, Brogan Roods, they need to start screaming for that ball because they're in space.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think I've said Gallagher's name once. He needs to see the ball. He's lightning quick as well.
Is he the long-lost brother?
He is.
Oasis?
Yeah. He is my Wonderwall. After all. Yeah, lost there. So here they go, the emerging Eagles. They're flat. Didn't expect to get that one. So they're going to use the width, and here's Gallagher on the outside now. He's spilt the ball. Maybe that's why they're not spreading it so wide, Tim.
Well, Peter Schuster, I thought, had the perfect opportunity to just punch hard through that line. He's a big boy. He's got great feet. He plays sevens. Have a crack, son.
One-on-one, you'd expect him to have a dig, that's for sure. So now a couple of replacements coming on.
He's tall, whoever he is, number 24.
There's the ball off the top. Oh, poor ball from Walsh from the back. Didn't have to be there. King taken maybe a little high there. Referee will agree with me there. First time for everything as Stevens takes a quick tap. Stevens, nice work by him. He's been one of the best for the emerging Eagles. They go left. And left again they go. Real trouble there if they can get it all the way out to Merritt. Merritt on Hicks. It's going to be a good contest. But they just choose to try and suck in a few Barbarians numbers. Credit to Barbarians. They haven't really committed too much of the ruck and they've realigned really nicely.
They're doing very well at not engaging in this breakdown. But
here's Stevens.
The opportunity's got to come from to break the line here soon, the Eagles.
Oh, Lee Warner with a speculator at the back. Here's Gallagher. Gallagher may go all the way. Gallagher finds Merritt. Merritt has a bit to do. Merritt can get there and Merritt will score a try. And that's what the crowd came to see.
What a
ball in hand.
Cracking ball from Dan Gallagher, who hasn't seen the ball a lot, so he had to introduce himself. But a big ball for this weather. That was fantastic effort.
Introduce himself. That was like a Tinder introduction. He swiped right and ball went all the way out to the edge and that's a try.
And he hit the mark.
Got the goods.
Well done. Good clean out here. As you can see, the Barbarians, they're just not going at that footy. There's plenty of opportunities for counter-rucking. Dan Gallagher through the break. Here it comes. Throw it.
Boom.
On the button, Tom Merritt in the corner. That's what wingers are supposed to do.
That's what they get paid the big bucks for, Tim. Catch and fall.
I'm going to back Archie King in here.
Oh, look at him with the groin warm-up as well. Side to side. Oh, he comes in casual as well. Oh, he's hit it nicely. And he's made no mistake of it. Well done there, King.
He's really coming into his own in this back end of the first half. 7 minutes to go. Archie King, he's probably one of the better players out there at the moment, I think.
Yeah, him, Brogan Roods and Lindsay Stevens for mine have been the best for the emerging Eagles, with the Barbarians making a ton of changes.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with the Barbarians back row there to start the game. They might need to get themselves back out in the park and win some footy again.
So here's Walkling, nice take by him. Ball now looking to come wide through Assey. Little kick over the top from Walkling. Here comes Hicks. Hicks has plenty of pace. Hicks will come down with it. No, he doesn't as Merritt comes at, and he has come through the middle. Merritt slicing it up, and Smith does well to get him.
The Barbarians are playing the 3 fullback system here at the moment. I don't know if someone's tired or they've got a new ploy.
Why not? Old school.
New school.
Old school, new school.
A few tired bodies, I'd say, from the Barbarians at the moment. 6 minutes to go in the first half. Footy's finished in the Newcastle area.
As we go to the replay here, Walkling. Nearly a good bounce for Hicks. Just overran it a little bit there, but showed good pace to get through on that one.
The intent was right. The chase was good. The kick was good. It was just one of those unlucky bounces. New halfback on the field for the Eagles. I think it might be Ted Pye, actually.
It is Ted Pryor. And again, another good scrum by the Barbarians. Yeah, they've changed the front row around again, and immediately Alan Mirilakis, the Belgian international, he's certainly showing why he's playing for Belgium.
Well, I wonder how the 4th official on the sidelines going with the number of cards he has to put up for this Barbarian team. They're on a constant rotation.
Oh, Davidson is on again, so you've got your wish. The starting back row's back on the field. Oh, good defence there by the Eagles, just driving the Barbarians back. This is a good, solid, tough game as well. Walkling had a bit to do. He's isolated. But they do well, the Barbarians, to get around him.
Really good intent off the defensive line here from the Eagles. I think they may be a touch offside every time, but they are getting up quick and taking space away very well.
Take what you can. The Newcastle side, we happy with their start. 16 points down. Assy it was there. Oh, flat ball. So now they look to go wide. Pussy goes through his legs. Smith it was, punching it down. Taken nicely on the far side by Gallagher. Little chip over the top. It's going to be out on the full, Tim.
Once again, good intent, wrong, poor execution. So the idea of turning it around, they defended really well there, the Eagles. Probably a wasted opportunity when they got some good ball after defending so long.
Let's go, guys.
Brendan Jackson comes back on the field. He's a big lad.
Yeah, had a good season as well. Unlucky not to make the rep side.
Get off him.
But he's in the Barbarian side. Where else would you be as the ball crawls along the ground? Smith does well to pick that up. Of course, playing in conditions he's used to, the Englishman. As Pussy now takes this forward. He's strong, Pussy. The maul's called. They're going to have to do something with it, the Barbarians. As it goes to ground, looks like the Eagles have come up with it anyway. So Pryor gets it out now. This could be trouble here. Merritt has a bit to do. Puts it on the toe. It's going to be a foot race, and yes, it's on the toe again. Peter Schuster has scored a good try there.
I'd love to come back to the replay on this one. Did he touch the ball?
I thought it was a knock on. That's why I wasn't getting too excited, but the referee says play on, and Schuster, the shoe, of course, a great name in Newcastle.
Let's get this replay up. It's fantastic. There was nothing on there. They've gone down the right-hand side.
Just hands will always do it, Tim.
Brogan Roods, Schuster, little grubber through. Schuster's there. I'll play around a little bit. On the toe again. He's been watching the footy.
Oh, not the best downward pressure you'll ever get, but downward
there is
pressure.
Downward pressure.
Nonetheless.
We'll give it to him.
Yep, and well done to our producer, Jack, getting on the money there.
Well done, Jack. I was impressed with that. The Eagles 24-0.
Yeah, so this game threatening to escalate here. I think the changes have really hurt the Barbarian side. But that's what the game's all about. It's not about winning, it's about fun.
No, exactly, and that's what we need to sell out here. What will be happening at half-time for the Barbarians team, coaching staff of Bubba Coleman, Stu Pinkerton, Steve Merrick, they'll need to have some very serious words said.
Oh, here we go. Schuster, we know he's got plenty of pace. He chooses to kick it. Wrong option. And now the Barbarians are going to get taken over. I would like to see him take it on. The dummy, the step, the shimmy.
Show us your seven
the
style.
Go-go.
There's a few hands on knee there from the Barbarians team. There might be a long season have caught up on a few of these boys.
Well,
or maybe even a long
the cold
weekend.
knees. Just warming them up, doing the skeleton dance. So knock on, was it? Referee says play on. So here comes a big Stevens. Stevens makes another good break. King, Roods, he's becoming a bit of a handful.
Yeah, he's definitely a level above this. Brogan Roods is a great young footballer who's getting some games together for the Randwick club, but he's really showing his wares here.
Well, I mentioned at the top of the broadcast he was on the field last week against Brisbane City, the out-and-out favourites for the Build Corp NRC. Took no backward steps and was marking up against Karevi.
Here we go again.
Oh, this could be a try.
Give it to him.
Nearly. Coming close to half-time. So here's King. King letting it sing. Oh, and Merritt just...
That's a trick little play. Throw it to yourself.
You can't
call a knock on if you throw it to yourself.
If you throw it forward to yourself, it can be a forward pass, though, can't it?
It has to touch someone else, but...
Does it? But it's going to be half-time anyway.
Who cares?
The score is 24-0 in favour of the country emerging Eagle side. The Barbarians yet to score a point. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back with you after we maybe get some soup or something to warm up.
Real guys, real sport, Bar TV.
At The Greater, we're always on your side. We've got this winning lineup of products and services ready to get you over the line. To kick goals for your finances, contact The Greater. Proudly supporting Newcastle and Hunter Rugby Union.
Here's your story, let's begin. The water's fine, come on, dive in. The future's here, it's right before your eyes. Step by step, you're on your way. Welcome to a brighter day. Don't you know it feels good to be alive? You could be larger than life, bigger than the world, living out the hopes and dreams of every boy and every girl. You could fly higher than the sky, shine brighter than the stars. You could have all you ever wanted, shoot the moon and reach for Mars. You know you could.
And we welcome you all back listening in at home. We've just gone and got ourselves around the fire, got ourselves nice and warmed up. It's going to be a cold second half.
That was the soup.
The soup was awesome. It was pumpkin, had some croutons in it.
Oh, I love croutons.
Nice and brittle, like a couple of people out here after the big grand final last weekend, Tim.
I can imagine. It would have been, especially the Wanderers boys. They went down to Hamilton. Good win, wasn't it?
Good win by the Hamilton Hawks, defeating Wanderers. And obviously a few sore bodies because there was a couple more Wanderers players chosen in this side, but
Oh, didn't pass the fitness test.
didn't pass the fitness test.
Okay.
That's a nice deep kick there. Well, taken nicely by Lee Warner for the emerging Eagles, so it's 24-0. Have a chat to the crowd at half-time, did you, Tim?
I did speak to a few people I haven't seen for a long time down in the Newcastle area. All good rugby people down here.
Yeah, that's right. It's Vasa Kikikaku back on the field now. Walkling getting it to Keelan. They use the short side. Delors back on the field as well, so looking forward to seeing him get involved. I don't think he touched the ball in the first half, did he?
Delors had a problem with touching the ball through the first half. Let's hope the second half brings him something special.
Well, Andrew Tuala, he's another one that had the dropsies in the first half, and here goes Mirilakis. Here he goes, Mirilakis. Still going.
Great charge from the number 3.
That's why he plays for Belgium, Tim.
That's exactly right. Here they go through the middle again.
Tuala it was, picking and driving, still going Tuala. I thought he may have been tackled, he's still going. And that's a try, good individual effort by Tuala, showing his strength. I thought he was tackled, he got back up.
I think the referee may have had a little sneaky look away and didn't see the man go to ground and get tackled. So he's let him play on.
Split second look away, Tuala getting himself back up, and Tuala opening the scoring here for the Barbarians. So good start to the second half.
Well, I think if we go back to some comments, here we are, number 3, straight through the middle of the big fella
again.
again. Mirilakis, once again, Belgium international. Here he comes through. Big Brennan Jackson carries this one forward, then followed up by the big Andrew Tuala coming straight through the middle. That's a tackle. Play on, says the referee.
Play on. It's in the spirit of the game. Just play.
Absolutely. I think
maybe the referee said at half time, we're just going to play everything on.
Well, I think he actually owed him one from the first half, so he's given that back. It's a little gentleman's agreement. That's why it's Barbarians rugby.
That is exactly right, Tim. So we go now to Keelan, the kicker. Look at that. The no look. Step around. Boom.
That's
and
why he
misses it.
I'd like to go into the change rooms.
He thought there was no kicking.
Change rooms half-time with the Barbarians coaching staff. What was said?
Oh, between the three, the pyramid of minds.
Well, Steve Merrick, he wouldn't say anything. His nickname's Closet because he doesn't talk at all. Pinko's renowned to be very quiet, and Bubba Coleman, he probably might be still drunk from the grand final.
Yeah, it could have Could have gone anywhere. That conversation, I'm guessing that he has actually picked a team of quiet people as well. There's none of them out there apart from maybe Walkling, the halfback.
Maybe he's gone for player-driven.
Player-driven, player power. It's all a buzzword as Davidson takes that one forward. Plenty of buzzwords coming out of Tim Rapp's mouth as Delore takes that forward. Of course, Director of Emerging Players or something, aren't you, at the Waratahs, Tim? What's your title this week?
I don't change it. I'm here to watch some good football, Gareth. Part of Bar TV commentary team, basically.
Just pumping your tyres up, mate. As the ball coming back to the Emerging Eagles. Good kick chase by the Barbarians.
They've got a good line out here. They can set up, find an edge and then attack again. There's a genuine opportunity. Once again, with the speed of the backs of the Eagles, they need to get the ball.
Yeah, Gallagher on this far side. Oh, it's been charged down. The kick from Pryor. Now King has it. King kicking to his winger. Good vision. Going to be trouble. Bainavalu picks it up. He's dangerous. Bainavalu. He's very quick. Bainavalu, keep going. He'll get tackled about 15 out. Here's Mirilakis. Hands to Law, putting it on the boot. Smith chasing through. Ball in hands. Just giving the ball away to him.
Genuine opportunity lost there by the Barbarians. I think Adrian Delore might have watched that little kick from Israel this morning and thought he'd give it a go again.
So here's Bainavalu again. Of course, playing in the country setup. Country residents as Delore getting the ball out to Pusey. Pusey juggling it. Referee says knock back. Pusey still going. Pusey gets a ball inside to Delore. Can Delore get back up? No, he can't. Yes, he can. That's a great try to Keelan. And that shows the class of Delore coming from the Norse Club in Sydney, playing in the NHRU. And that is a good Barbarians try.
Cracking effort. I'm sure when Adrian Delore caught that ball down the 40-metre line, he looked to his left and he saw the big hooker standing out there. Oh, sorry, was it Andrew Tuala standing out there?
That was Pusey.
Was it Pusey? Yes, sorry. He probably wasn't thinking to see him there, but great opportunity.
As we go now to the replay. Cameraman still having some soup at half-time.
There it is.
I thought that may have been a knock-on.
No, play on. That's the rules today.
Play on in the second half.
Good inside ball.
Oh, Delore.
Offload.
Class.
Lovely. Lovely.
And
just a feeling that someone was there around him.
Didn't he? Good spatial awareness, I think they call that in the sports science field.
Correct.
Profession.
Correct. As the rain comes down again.
Tom Carter's probably on Twitter now telling us we're wrong.
Human performance.
So Tuala taking it forward. Nice take by the big prop forward. Playing at hooker for the Wanderers Club, but can play across the front row. Oh, it's stolen here by the Emerging Eagles. So good chance.
Gate carry through. Dan Elsom.
Elsom it was. Lee Warner. Nice run. Pusey taking him on though.
Oh, he's got a knock on. Scrappy ball there at the bottom of the ruck there for Jack Grant. It's a tough day for halfbacks. It's a tough night normally for halfbacks, but tough day in the rain.
Tough night for everyone out there, as you probably can't pick it up on your screens at home, but the rain is absolutely torrential here. And here we are there.
Woo! Anyone would think the cameraman can hear us. That is fantastic. That's slightly sideways. I'd say it's probably Northern Ireland more than England.
Definitely nearly horizontal. Oh,
tight
Emerging
head.
Eagles have won the tight head, have they? Yes, they have. It's a good chance to attack and get some more points on the board. It's been all the Barbarians in this second half, though.
Good carry once again. I think that was Broken Roods there, pushing forward.
I believe it was a replacement in 22. Oh, a little knock on to the back, maybe. Referee says play on, offside, knock on.
Dan Elsom through the middle, he doesn't care.
Elsom will keep playing. So here they go now. Skip getting a long ball out. Could be trouble here, dummy. And here goes Nobody, because he's dropped it there. Big Gallagher, second time.
Yeah, it's slippery ball. I'm not going to take it to him. Number 23 who's come on the field there, a young bloke by the name of James Pulowski. He's currently in the sevens program. He can move very, very fast across the ground, and he's a good young talent. He'll be in the New South Wales under-20s train-on squad for 2016 from the East Club. Hill Sports High, I believe it was, also, if you want to go even deeper.
Let's go as deep as we can get, because Pulowski, if he doesn't play for Australia, he'll play for Poland. Is that what we're saying?
Absolutely. There'll be Poland, there'll be Belgium. I'm sure there's some Tonga, Samoa. It's United Rugby.
It is United Rugby. And rugby, of course, is United as Walkling gets it at the back to Ackersdyke. Here's Vasakika Kakau. Picked up and driven. They'll look to attack from inside their own half here. Keelan on the boot to Hex. Hex goes without it.
Jeez,
Wrong option.
Well,
Hands would have done it.
Eagles are on. Right intent.
Hands would have done that there for the Barbarians side, though. So now the emerging Eagles, good field position here to attack. Going backwards, though, nicely taken. Rob Smith around the ankles.
Counter ruck, turnover there, the
has
Barbarians.
it. Looking to run at Walkling. Walkling up the middle. Walkling still going Walkling. And here's Davidson. So the Barbarians, what can they do with it now? Here's Vasakika Kaku, but putting it on his boot. Didn't need to do it. Lucky, though, they were offside. So let's see what they do here.
Well, I think they've...
Oh, tap taken.
They've got
so here's Big Pussy. The wrecking ball.
It's the starting Barbarians team back on, and they're playing with some fire.
Here's Delore now getting the ball in hand, and again he kicks it. Wrong option. But Vasakika Kaku gets it, can't get a ball away. So the Eagles now have it again.
It's turned into a little grubberathon, hasn't it? Keep the ball in hand, boys. Let's see some good quality footy.
So here they go again, the emerging Eagles. Here's your man here. He is quick. He nearly got away from one.
Jack Grant down the middle. Finds
Grant back on.
play
Oh,
on.
that's a lovely little kick forward. Off the boot. Would have scored. Would have made Tim Cahill look embarrassed there.
Jack Hayson, he's had a really good game here today. Just the little things done right. Got his tackle every time. Couple of good turnovers for a number 7. Always on the ball or attached to it somehow. But a little bit overzealous there, maybe.
So here's big Andrew Tuala looking to bump a couple off. This is a better second half for Tuala. Now Pussy. Of course, they grew up together in New Zealand. Nicely taken there as well. Could have been an obstruction, but referee says anything goes. Second half again.
Oh, couple of dummies there from the halfback. No one else actually knew about it.
Opened the gate. Here's Parkinson.
Good contact from the Eagles defensive line.
Short side, Delore. Keelan goes without it. Referee says play on.
Eagles on the counter attack again. They've got it to a good
This will be
bloke.
trouble. Skip.
Schuster on the attack now. There's some gas down
Merritt.
this right edge. That's Tom Merritt.
Told you Merritt had a lot of pace. He gets a ball free. This could be a try in the corner. Yes, it is. Well done, Country Eagles, and good counter-attacking rugby.
Well, that's what we wanted to see. The ball's being held in play for a long period of time. That's what these new Bill Corp NRC rules do to the game. They get big guys tired when the ball stays in field from one team to another, but the Eagles got the chance to attack down the right-hand edge. Try time.
Yeah, nice work there. Nicely done. As we go to the replay, Keelan
There's
had
the
every right to
turnover.
catch that one.
Well, Jack Grant sees the space down the right-hand edge and the ball moves. Peter Schuster opens up some good space. And this bloke, as you mentioned previously, can move very fast.
Yeah, Merritt. He does get caught, though, and hands the ball off, and that's a good try in the corner to the emerging Eagles. 29-10, kick to come. It'll be 3 points if he nails it from the sideline. How do you like his chances, Tim?
Oh, I'm going to back him in. Why not? Look at this. Eastern Suburbs. Support on the sideline. No,
And
it didn't
he
go over.
has missed it. So 29-10. My pocket's a little fatter. Thank you, Tim.
Oh, I'm here all day. Take my money. Go for your life. Man of the match so far. 13 minutes in the second half.
Well,
I'm going with Chris Pusey.
Oh, really?
Yep. The fact he's still out there is fantastic, but his carries are fantastic.
He's definitely one to watch out for. Only young as well. I know both Andrew Tuala and Pusey are firmly on the radar of Darren Coleman as well.
Fantastic.
Maybe for the East Club next year.
Well, you never know, and this is what this sort of a day creates, this Barbarian-style team, but it gives opportunity for Sydney clubs. If a player wants to play at a higher standard, wants to move to Sydney, then this is the opportunity to put your best foot forward. The right people are here to see it.
Yeah, nicely taken there as well by Lee Warner. But it's going to be a scrum. So can the Barbarians hit back here? They've let themselves down in the goal kicking department with 29-10. Could have been 29-16. Keelan set very deep. Oh, that's poor ball from the back. Keelan's going to have to just take it in. All good solid
contact.
hit there. It was Skips.
Waylon Skips, he's had a good game.
Yeah, he's certainly come into his own. Now he's in the front line. And here he is, big Andrew Tuala, putting the motor down, pumping one off. He must have heard you mention Chris Pusey, man of the match, because he's stepped up his game.
Or maybe it's a tag team effort between these two.
Well, they did grow up together, as I mentioned before.
Really?
Yes, over in New Zealand. Grew up playing against each other. Now they find themselves in the same team in Newcastle.
This is uncanny.
Mirilakis. Obviously didn't play with anyone over in Belgium.
Is he the only player in Belgium? They've got to shift the ball. The referee's on him. He's pulled out the cheese.
He has sliced the cheese.
There it is.
So here they go.
I'm not too sure who he sent off, but Dan, who's that? Dan Elsom. He's gone.
Yeah, he's going to be a big loss too, doing a lot of work around the park as Keelan takes it forward. Ball comes out, Mason. Oh, goes for the intercept on the far side, Merritt.
Tommy Merritt put the little scare of daylight into the attacking team and won that battle as they sky the ball
Oh, Vasa Kikakaku.
with a good kick chase from Dan Gallagher. Tag your it, go back.
He backs
Good
himself
tackle.
there, but this is a good tackle, good defence, good chase by
Waylon
the
skips
emerging
again.
Eagles.
He pushes himself up into that front line and he's getting involved straight up. Holy dooly. We've got an NFL interchange coming
Yeah,
on here
this
at
is
the moment.
wholesale changes, isn't it?
That's 4 to each team. They're not too sure who's coming off and who's going on.
Well, as we go to the replay. Yeah, probably should have used his man on the outside there. Bainavalu, he was calling for it. He was in open space. The big Eric takes it in and pays the price. Well, nicely won, though, by the Barbarians.
Oh,
Flick pass out the back to Law. Good hands to pick that up around the boot laces and takes them on. Goes up through the middle. He's strong for his size. Here's Big Eric now. Vasa Kikakaku.
left-hand side opens up as they swing back around if they can shift it. Ball's gone the wrong way. End of the wrong person for a kicking opportunity.
Steve Lamont has never kicked a ball in his life. He's put that on the toe. And now I'm saying cut off his foot, and so's the crowd.
Pretty confident he'll never kick a ball again.
It is amazing how his hair does stay straight, though, in this rain. I don't know what he does with it.
No. What's happened here? Come on, boys, let's kick the game along.
Yep, everyone's getting cold.
It's gone adrift a little bit here. They need to get forward, get dynamic, nice and straight, direct runners, and get forward to get some ball over that try line for us.
So they go up for it. So you'll see Skips has moved into fly half. That's why he's getting involved. And it's been a godsend for this team.
Well, it has been good, but I must admit, Archie King, he finished that first half really powerfully.
Well, here he is, Lindsay Stevens. He's having a wow of a game as well. Been out there
Some
the
good
whole game. Oh, going for the intercept there was Bainavalu. Wrong move. Pulowski it is.
Losing
counter-rucking
the feet
there.
over the top. Eagles ball. You got to hold your feet when you're going to counter-ruck.
You do have to hold your feet. So here they go, the emerging Eagles. They've got options on the right. They're going to go right. Skips. Short ball. Not much doing. The Barbarians lining up nicely. Here's Skips again. Gallagher coming around. Gallagher puts it on the toe. Here's Merritt. Merritt drops the ball. I thought Merritt could have gone all the way. And again, he opens up the engine.
Well, we're coming back to a penalty here in front of the sticks. Referee reaches. Someone else has gone to the sin bin.
Yellow card.
It's a yellow card there for the Barbarians. Perfect opportunity here as Dan Gallagher opens his eyes. He sees that the fullback's not involved. Good little bit of space down that right-hand edge. Right idea, just unfortunate for Tommy Merritt.
So Big Assy leaves the field at 23. So the emerging Eagles here have a good opportunity. This could be close.
That's a try.
Yeah, that's a try. The replacement there, the big number 24, the tall timber.
He's had a cracking game since he's come onto the field. He's made a real impact in his line-out work, but also his ball carries. He's bloody hard to tackle.
He's big, isn't he? Big lump.
Good left foot step, I think.
Good
Pushed it.
little jink, wasn't it?
Pumped the legs through contact. Coach's dream.
Of course, we've only got 23 numbers here, so he's a late inclusion.
He might have won the raffle before.
They may
and
have got him
play.
off the train.
Good on him. He's just earned a contract.
That's how Darren Coleman rolls.
He'll be in the Eastern Suburbs colours, you think, next year?
I think he looks better in green with that blue headgear.
Oh,
Yeah,
wonderful
that's a-
kick again from Jack Grant.
Good kick there by Grant.
The goal kicking for the Eagles has been fantastic tonight under these slippery conditions.
37-10 the score. So Rapini Mason has it now. Of course, another player that played well in the country championships, Vilawara. And his partner in crime, Paulie Tuala, playing for the first grade side, I guess, for the Buildcorp NRC Eagles.
It's good to see that some good quality footballers out of the Wollongong area getting rewarded with some top end rugby.
And there he is, the man we're talking about. Mason does well. Oh, little pirouette, dummy pirouette it was. Didn't quite go the full 180. And he's still going, Mason.
Well, the offside line here for the Eagles is sneaking up.
Through the middle here, Vasa Kikakaku. Can he get it away? Yes, he can. Parkinson does well to get in support. Here's Blake Walsh. Wrestling, struggling away. Throwing a couple off. They go, Lamont chasing, not the man you want on a kick chase, but he does come up with it, I think. No. Looks like the Eagles have turned the ball over again. Not the best option.
Surely we had a little knock on there. And the person in an offside position, but it's play on anyway from the referee. Happy with that. Eagles still maintain the ball. Turning from defence into attack. Let's hope they can make some breaks down this left edge, but they've kicked the ball away again.
Yeah, I don't know if
taken
that's the
back.
best option either. The ball's taken back in, so this could be a good setup here for a rolling maul, Tim.
Well, I think if you have a look, I mean, the Eagles, they're not recognising that the Barbarians are playing with three fullbacks. They're waiting for those kicks to come back downfield, so they keep the ball in their hand, get to an edge, and then go fold around the same way. They're going to find some space.
Yeah, it's an odd ploy, isn't it? I mean, Coach Scott Coleman certainly played with two in the regular season for the NHRU, so I guess with the rain, maybe that's affected the game plan and they want a couple more back just in support. And this is a good set piece here, good maul. Up the field, it's brought down though. They're going to have to use it. Going to be a penalty, Bainavalu.
Penalty try.
Penalty try, was it?
Wow.
Wow. You don't see that every day.
And a card.
And a card. It's not a hallmark card, it's a yellow card, Tim, and there's no I love yous on that one. So he's going to
The referee
take some time in the bin.
He might be a little bit cranky, I think. He's not happy with the style of football from both teams. So he's gone and given a penalty try just to get him back in the game, then taken someone off.
Who said there's a hometown advantage here at number 2 Sports Ground, Tim?
Never.
Well, let's have a look at it. See if it was. I mean,
pulling it down there, that's fine. No problems with that.
wow.
Well,
There you go. Referee asserting his authority here. Parkinson, Backersdyke. There's nearly a clash of the Titans there. Mason. Here's Lamont. Lamont takes him forward. Good run there by Big Steve Lamont. Up the middle's Pusey. Still going. Gets a ball away to Walsh.
Oh, look at
nice
this.
Ball.
Front rowers union.
Here goes Walsh. Walsh is still going. Nice work there by the Barbarians. He picks the ball up. Walsh still going. He's going to be held up though. He's going to have to use it. Good defence there. Scrambling the Eagles.
It's a magic performance from Blake Walsh.
That's why he's on everyone's radar in Sydney. Lamont with a long ball out. Flicked on. Could be trouble here. Can they use it? No, they can't.
Knock backwards. Play on. No problems there, the referee says. Entertaining football will keep it in play.
Tilts at the back. Oh, and Lamont has thought too soon. Dropped the ball. And that is unlucky for the Barbarians, who showed great interchanging between the front rowers. As you said, the front rowers union. That's what we like to see, Tim.
Well, I reckon, here we go in reply.
Look at Pusey.
Big Pusey up the middle. That's why he's man of the match so far. Offloads to Blake Walsh. Watch this double effort from Blake Walsh. He gets tackled, gets up, gets the ball again. Release, play on.
Look
We'll have
at
another
that.
crack.
He had Mason on the outside, didn't he? And I thought,
And he's been held up by a halfback.
of course,
I don't know if that's allowed in the front rowers union, but
he did everything.
open running
Open
and
running.
passing to
And then-
another front rower.
And then held up by a halfback.
And then held up by a
He's
halfback.
done everything wrong.
He better deliver at scrum time, I tell you.
Of course, the sponsors here for the Barbarians, the Rams, the Specs. Like to get myself a pair of shades.
Probably not the right weather.
Latan, sorry. And definitely not the right weather for Latan. As
That'd run, wouldn't it? You don't need a tan.
I was born with a tan, Tim.
Moon tan.
Oh, here we go, coming from yours truly.
Great defence from the Barbarians, driving it backwards. They're excited. They think they can chase this wind down.
Of course they can chase the wind down. They're here in front of their home crowd, but the Eagles now, Grant jinking, running from the back, having no options. Both sides look a little bit tired.
24.
Here he goes
Someone
again.
get a contract.
Good
Offload.
interchange.
That's another prop.
Yeah, can't do that. Jake Turnbull
Get off.
taken down. Here's Walsh again, Rod. What's Walsh doing backing up? The big prop forward.
Is there anyone else on the football field bar front rowers?
Here's Mason, ball in 2 hands. Could be trouble. Still going. Young Hicks it was it?
Chase Hicks, I think, down that left-hand edge, mate. He's
Yeah.
been quiet, but when he got the ball, he looks exciting.
He hasn't had too many opportunities down that left wing, has he? I'd like to see him come in a little bit more.
Get off your wing and go and find it, son.
So here's Delore. Delore goes very close. As he rolled over, he's dropped the ball. It's going to be a penalty. So the referee seeing another indiscretion here at the breakdown.
He's calling a high shot there, I think. High tackle, yep. Play on. The boys are off again. Who else in
Rahui.
the front rower?
Here is Tuala. Tuala's still going. He's strong. Tuala turning, setting. There's his partner, Walsh. They've ripped it out, though. The Eagles, it could be close, though. The Eagles over the ball. Mason digging for it. Mason. Advantage being played, is it?
There's a genuine penalty coming there.
Ball comes out, and here's Big Silla. Silla close, but not close enough. Still going. Here's Mason. Smith through the legs. Could be trouble. Here's Pusey. Pusey. He's held up short. Bainavalu digging for it. Bainavalu
No
cleaned off
hands
the
at all
ball.
in there. Play on.
The referee played a big advantage there. And it's going to come all the way back for the Barbarian side. Look for the quick tap. Delore does that. Long ball out wide. This could be the try for Hicks, and Hicks, has he put it down? Yes, he has.
Fantastic.
Try in the corner. Chase Hicks doing what wingers do best, and that's a good try in the corner.
Well done to the Barbarians. They were persistent, weren't they? The defence kept on holding on. There was a hell of a lot of hands in the breakdowns. They were trying to slow it as best they could, the Eagles, but the Barbarians, they were persistent and they knew where the try line. It was so close, so close.
It's certainly a credit to them, isn't it? They looked like they were out of it at half-time. They've certainly come back.
As the rain comes back as well.
Wow.
6 minutes to go, 37-23. Kick to come.
Look at the slow-mo ball.
Oh, I think he actually had his hand on the ground outside the field, but we don't care about that. That's a great try.
You're allowed
Chase
to
Hicks.
when it's raining this much, just to
sorry.
keep your balance.
My fault.
It's all right. New rules.
Oh,
It's
no.
one of the
Adrian
new build
Delore
call.
hasn't kicked the ball over the try line. That means you have to go back to 0.
Nil all both sides.
Yep.
Rugby's the winner on the day, Tim, on the night. Wow. I hope my wife's getting the sandbags out at home.
And the life raft.
If you're listening at home, kids, I hope you're fine. Grubbing kick down the field. Mason, he's been good since he's been on Mason. He's playing out of position, normally a centre.
Fantastic.
Playing at halfback.
Well, he's definitely showing that New Zealand skill level. They just play rugby. They don't play positions.
Oh, but there's the Bobby skill level. Bob Smith knocking it on.
Rob Smith, this is why he's in Australia, because he left England for this weather.
Yeah.
And that's why he said, I'm not playing because it's wet.
He's just thinking, I think he's an Essex man.
Really?
So they love the rain in Essex, and that's a good, smart move there, just grubber kicking. Pick it up, he says.
I thought it was the Newcastle Jets there for a little while. Forget the Barbarians. Perfect position to attack for the Eagles. Right-hand side, this is the halfback's dream.
I believe the Jets were bought today as well by someone.
Oh,
But who cares? That's soccer as Mason gets the ball out. Smith putting it on the toe. Didn't need to do that, but here comes Bainavalu. Gallagher does well.
Dan Gallagher, he's been fantastic all night.
Hasn't he? He's my favourite player out there, probably underrated winger. Oh, knock on.
No, play on.
Schuster getting the call from the touch judge, the referee.
We genuinely need to get a name for number 24 because he has had a standout performance today for the Eagles.
Dwayne. Yeah, I think his name's Dwayne Detrain.
Dwayne Wayne. He's once again there with the ball. Tackle time, there he is. Let's have a carry, I'll have a carry. This kid's unbelievable. There's a good crowd rolling in here for this NRC fixture this evening.
It's packed here. Good numbers. The organisers will be very happy with the result, given the rain.
Look, I think it's a wonderful initiative once again also for the Buildcorp NRC to be in a good country town.
It's here
like
for 3
Newcastle.
years. Here for 3 years as well. Good regional area. Plenty of good players to come from this region.
Top end rugby competition,
Josh
Newcastle.
Valentine.
Playing some good football in France at present.
Yes, second division. Got knocked out the other week, by the way, as Mac Ray takes this one forward. Back on the field, so looking to close out the game. 4 minutes remaining. They're not too far away, the Barbarian side. They can hold their heads up high. Here's Pusey again out wide. Coming off Smith. All Smith dummies. Inside ball. Vasakikakaku. Still going, the big Fijian. Still going. He's going to have to do something with it, though, referee.
What are you going to...
Indicating.
Surely he's called that up.
Nah, the ball's out. Oh, he has called it
They
up.
don't want to scrum back, do they?
Not
Ref, get
not
the
with a
ball
minute
out,
to
please.
go. Or 2 minutes to go.
Get
3
the
minutes to
ball
go.
out. Let us play.
Let it sing, says the Barbarians. You can see Steve Merrick on the sideline just pulling his hair out.
He's
So-
got a, would you believe it? He's having a smoke on the sideline as well. Stevie Merrick, one of the greats of the game.
He's off to night shift tonight too, he's telling me, up in the pits.
Fantastic. More of that sort of stuff. Club rugby at its best, I reckon.
Where else would you be but number 2 on a rainy Thursday night? Apart from having a hot cup of soup in front of your fire at home. Oh, good scrum again. They're still going, the Barbarians. This could be trouble. This is going to be Andrew Tuala. Andrew Tuala has scored. Good try, Tuala.
I'm backing Tuala was playing number 8 there because he can't have got himself out of the scrum that quick.
He was packing in at the back there, maybe on the side. Wasn't really paying attention, just looking at Steve Merrick getting ready for work.
How good. Once again, another try for the Front Rowers Union.
And here he goes here.
Huge shove.
Yeah, so he's picked it up from the back. Number 8, where can't he play?
Fantastic. 10 metres out from the try line. That's the bloke you want carrying the ball.
Yeah, no one's going to stop him. Again, they missed the goal. So goals have cost them this game. They've missed 4.
So do you think maybe if they can... Oh, no, are they going to have a shot? They did have a shot.
Yeah, they've missed 4.
37-28 comes down to your goal kicker. He'll be shouting beers tonight.
They'll be free, so he'll be happy with that.
Well, he'd be very happy, wouldn't he? Wonderful.
Paparazzi just taking a few snaps of Tim. The ball again kicked low. Tuala one-handed, and here he goes again, the one-man wrecking machine. Nice run by Tuala. Oh, it pops out the back, so this could be it for the Eagles, but no. Referee is going to give them one more crack at this, Tim. What do you think's going to happen?
I'd love to see a score line here. Wouldn't it be another try and convert it and to be losing so close?
Ooh.
The Barbars.
Bitter. You'd be bitter. Here's Assy back on the field after his spell. Rob Smith now. Rob Smith makes a little break. Smith inside ball to Delore. Delore stepping. Can't get away. Had an unmarked man on the inside in Mason.
Mason was steaming down the inside
That's
line.
twice.
The pass was there. Delore doesn't like him. Are they good mates or not?
They don't play at the same club.
Righto.
Here goes Mason now, the man we're talking about. Jinx gets away. Nice work there by Rapini Mason. Here's Assy. Assy and Pusi normally play well together off each other as Mirilakis takes it up. Picking and driving now, the Barbarians. Looking to get a consolation try. Here's Delore. Delore kicks ahead. Delore, can he get there? Kicks ahead again. And Delore does not score. Pawlowski does well. Bumped off the ball was Delore.
What a cracking
And that
finish to
is
a
going
wonderful
to be
spectacle.
Game over. The score 37-28. Eagles coming out in front of the Barbarians. And Tim, who's your man of the match?
Look, I won't change my mind, even though Andrew Tuala has finished off a spectacular game. I'm still a big fan of Chris Pusi.
Massive Pusi fan.
Mate, look,
I love Pusi.
I think the whole Front Rowers Union will
Flip. I'll flip out. You can't have a hooker running like Pusi was. So anyway, thanks for tuning in for Bar TV's coverage of the pre-match game for the Buildcorp NRC here at number 2. The Eagles coming out in front 37-28 against the Newcastle Barbarians. Great spectacle, and hopefully that's more of things to come here at number 2 Sports Ground. Tim Rapp with us. Thanks for joining us, Tim. I'm Gareth Wozik. Tune in next time. And of course, tune in for all the Buildcorp NRC on foxsports.com.au.